going on, y'all? Ghost of Kazi. I'm back with another album ranking video. Today's video we're going to be doing Hail the Sun. This is a really great band, progressive post-hardcore band. I recommend it to anybody who's not really, sensitive to touchy subjects like, mental health, religion, all that stuff, but it's whatever. Let's get into it. At number 8, to no surprise, we have their first studio album, which is labeled Power Right and the Kisser. This was released in 2010, and there's not a lot to say about this album. I mean, it lays the groundwork for all the other projects they're gonna do, but it's not that exciting. The songs, they're pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty chaotic. You can definitely see that they're trying to make their little formula here, but first album, not too crazy. My favorite song from this album is probably Railmaster. Pretty good song, love it. Next album. Next up, we actually have an EP. This was released in 2012. Its name is Elephantitis, and it's pretty good. It's way more structured than the first album that they put out, Power Right and the Kisser. You can really tell that they evolved their sound and they just really polished it. It's a pretty good album or EP, but nothing too special again. I mean, this is really early in their career, so they haven't really fully grasped their potential yet. This EP was actually the EP that really kind of boosted them into the scene of post-hardcore and progressive music. My favorite song off this EP would have to be Dead Messages. Really good song, not much to say about it. Yeah. Next album. Alright, at number 6 we have Secret Wars. This was a really good EP, but obviously it's pretty low in the list because it's an EP, right? This EP served as a continuation of Culture Scars, an album that will be later on this list, but they talk a lot about societal struggles, personal conflicts, and it really serves as a bridge between Culture Scars and their next big album. My absolute favorite song off this album has to be 1109. It's insane. I love this song. It's just an entire journey all the way through. Next album. So at number 5, this might be an unpopular opinion, but it's gonna have to be Divine Intention, their 2023 album. So lyrically with this album, they stay true to Hail the Sun and what they talk about, but I feel like they got too different with the sound. It's really chaotic. Personally, I can't listen to it all the way through. Like, I did listen to it all the way through, but I didn't want to. It wasn't that great compared to their other albums, but still a good album. It just doesn't stack up against the others. My favorite song from this album is probably Mind Rider. I love the guitar riff at the beginning. It's insane. It really makes me feel like I'm listening to like some classic rock, but also post-hardcore. Really good song. Next album. I can't not take any more. At number 4, we have the 2018 album Mental Knife. This album is amazing. All the way through, the things they talk about, the personal growth, the mental discovery, also the mental health issues. Everything's really good. It all comes together really well. I like the drumming that they used in this album as well. It's really jazz inspired. It's really different. They have a lot of different themes in this album that you can really relate to. If you're going through some stuff, this the album for you. My 2 favorite songs from this album are Feel It When Convenient and A Lesson in Lust. These songs are amazing. They have extreme stories to tell between them, and amazing album. Next album. At number 3, we have their 2016 album Culture Scars. This album is literally crazy. I mean, I love it. This album gets really emotional. I wouldn't say it evolves from the last album, but it definitely changes up the lyrics, the songwriting, all of it, and it's just really good. You can feel it in your soul when you listen to it. Amazing album. This was actually, I'm pretty sure this was their first album under a major label, so it was very produced, very polished. The album talks about the scars that society leaves on, you know, the human population. Just amazing. Culture scars, population, you know. My two favorite songs from the album would have to be Paranoia and Body Damage. Amazing songs, complete, just a journey to listen to. The riffs, how everything blends together is just beautiful. Love these songs, love the album. Next album. On number 2, we're gonna have their 2021 album. This is labeled New Age Filth, and this album is crazy. I don't know if I wanted to put this at number 1 or number 1 at number 2, so these are, you know, same level, right? But this album's crazy, very ambitious. Their sound completely evolves. I don't know what happened with Divine Intertention after this. Like, it's a really big step down, but beautiful album, amazing. As you listen to this album, you're gonna hear themes of regret, redemption, and guilt. Beautiful, really speaks to you. This album is really diverse, really polished. I love every song all the way through, but my top 2 are gonna have to be Slipped My Mind and Domino. Beautiful songs. I just love how they flow together with the rest of the album. This whole album just seems like one entity that you know, I don't even know what to say. Next album. At number 1, we have their 2014 album Wake. This album is just amazing, and with this album is very polished. It's a huge turning point in their careers to really set the landscape for what they're gonna make. You know, album before, Power Right and the Kisser, that was kind of like a kind of experiment, but this right here is the real shit. I mean, every song, you can hear every song in every other album. All the inspiration that they have is just beautiful. This album was released under Blue Swan Records, which is also the same album that works with Dance Gavin Dance. Throughout this album, you're going to hear themes of self-destruction, addiction, and existential problems. You know, I love existential problems. I mean, who doesn't, you know? Amazing album. Love it all the way through. I listen, like, when I first listened to this, I'm sorry for stuttering, but goddamn, holy shit. When I first listened to this album, I would just listen to it all day. I mean, just all fucking day. Beautiful album. Now again, I love every song on this album. No skips on this album, but my top 3 would have to be Morning Sickness, Falling on Deaf Ears, and Anti-Eulogy. Beautiful songs. Anti-Eulogy, especially the guitars, it's actually in my intro. That's the song I use in my intro. The guitar riff, everything beautiful, makes you float. Alright, so that's gonna be a wrap. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember to keep the volume loud, the thoughts deep, and never apologize for being who you are. You know, life's weird, music helps, so stay reckless. Peace.